I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
What's happening, guys? My name is Amusement Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means to help you feel better and perform better. Today, guys, we're talking about a really important topic, a topic that's been covered multiple times in the dating industry, okay? This idea of self-amusement. Now, let me break down some of the codes for you guys in terms of self-amusement, because I think it's deeply misunderstood. When I started to grow up throughout my life, I noticed that I self-amused very organically. Okay, I watched lots of cartoons. I love to mimic different funny voices. Homer, I don't know much. Right? Like I love The Simpsons. And, you know, understanding that, like, the comedian doesn't always gain the attraction. Okay? Now, humor is attractive. It's very funny. In fact, I use that to leverage that strength of mine. However, sometimes humor can become a crutch. So this is the first thing that I want you to notice. Basically, the self-amusement is a technique that gets you from just a beginner going out and socializing with people to a person who is a lot more in their intermediate state of maybe they're getting some numbers, maybe they're getting some more friends, maybe they're creating a bigger social circle, right? And all of these different things. However, if you're just relying on self-amusement as a kind of party trick or one-trick pony kind of thing, it's not going to be beneficial to you. So that's the first mindset shift is sometimes it's not even about self-amusement, it's about other amusement. Right? And you're not amusing others to impress others, it's just for the fact that you're an entertainer. I'm here to entertain right now. So try adopting that and incorporating that within your mindset. Then there's also this idea of the dormant gesture, okay? Now, you might have grown up in a household where maybe you're not allowed to laugh or self-amuse or, giggle and start, dancing like a goofball. Maybe that's not appropriate. Maybe you're in a certain work environment where that's seen as very immature or you're not being professional enough or however that translates. Maybe it translates as you're not working as hard as the other employees. Whatever it is, you might have a resistance towards being self-amusing. So that's one thing to notice is that really this inner work is going to shape you and help you in your life ultimately. Okay, it's really about understanding that inner work and going through the process of embracing your inner gesture and not being afraid of being a little bit silly, not being afraid of being seen as immature, not being afraid of being a little bit of a goofball. Also, another thing that I've noticed in my own life is entitlement can be incredibly crippling, okay? Entitlement can be incredibly crippling. I come from a very privileged background. My parents are both doctors, and my lifestyle, the way that I do things is very unconventional, right? I've gone my own path in terms of studying positive psychology and being a flow state coach, right? So it's not really within the norms of Indian society what I'm doing. So it's important to understand that entitlement, the idea of like, hey, people should like me, right? Oh, I have all these external factors, so they should like me. No, that's not a given. Okay, this is how a lot of problems start happening for you. When you really start to get into that entitlement and be like, no, it should be for me this way, and it has to look like this for me. So instead of talking about, how awesome you are, demonstrate your awesomeness within your conversations. Okay? Instead of saying, oh, I did this thing, oh yeah, I took a trip to France, Instead, show people pictures. Hey, check this out. It's funny, me and my friend Kevin, this is us in France. We were just visiting last weekend. Something so funny happened. This parrot, came up to us. That is self-amusing, okay? It's like, you're not trying to show off. It's just, that is your life, okay? So make self-amusement a lifestyle rather than some kind of a technique or a crutch or some kind of an end goal, okay? Let that be the natural vibe that you just radiate onto people, And natural pranksters have this quality. You'll see a lot of YouTube pranks. This is why we love watching this stuff, right? Because other people can let us access that state. So understand that what kind of content are you consuming, okay? Understand that if you're studying like hours of Jordan Peterson lectures and like going on a rabbit hole of studying Jung and Freud and getting very deep and philosophical and insightful, I've been there. I love doing that stuff, you know, just going deep into the psychological concepts and things like that. Look, when you're in a social conversation, that's not what people are responding to. They're responding to your vibe. You could be talking about something extremely intellectual, but it's better that you find a way to entertain yourself by just being within. And that's what meditation really is. It's finding entertainment from within. It's not being like, whoa, I'm distancing myself from reality. It's actually you training yourself to be closer to your own reality, your own internal reality, and therefore understanding the external reality. We're being taught in this culture to view entertainment as something external to us, like Netflix, subscriptions, you know, all these different things and movies that you're watching, right? Playing video games. All this stuff is entertainment, right? It's stuff to pass the time. It's stuff to make you feel good, but it's fluffy and it's temporary, okay? What you want to be is internally validated. Now, I have this concept in a lot of my videos. Some of you guys know this. Specifically, if you have worked with me before, you know this concept. Being the internal chameleon, okay? Not letting the environment change you, but you changing the environment. Basically, what it means is you're being the cause of your life. Okay, you're not being at the effect of life, you're being the cause of your life. And this is what self-amusement really does, because self-amusement is self-reliance. You're not depending on the drink to get you into state. You're not depending on the drug to get you into the state. Okay, you're not depending on the person, the man or woman, to get you into the state. But you're depending on your own internal faculties. Like, what really makes you happy? What really makes you have fun? Maybe rediscovering what fun means to you a little bit more. So yeah, speaking with conviction, looking for the right sources of inspiration, creating some sort of structure for your self-amusement as well. Because self-amusement without a structure is just going to get you like results out of the blue, and it's not predictable, right? So if you're just self-amusing at your gym just cause, it's okay, it's autotelic, right? It is flow state. However, you want to make sure that you're creating a nice self-amusement structure. That sometimes it's okay to have like a story that you have in the back of your mind. Become a storyteller. I would definitely say become a really good storyteller and learn to tell stories, not just in a boring way, but be mindful of the audience listening to your story. So if you're trying to tell a long-winded joke, like I remember this one scene from a TV show. This guy's like telling a long-winded joke, and people are walking out, right? They're like, oh, I gotta go. Yeah, and people are just like finding excuses to get away from him. Okay, you don't want that to be your case, right? You want people to come in and be like, oh, damn, it's that guy. He's telling the story. That's so cool, right? I want to know what happened at the end. That's what you want. That's the quality of self-amusement. So yeah, this is like your training wheels, right? Self-amusement is like your training wheels in order for you to really get better. Of course, enjoying yourself or self-amusing can become almost like self-pleasure, which is, again, look, this is like mental masturbation, right? You're just amusing yourself, hey, ha ha ha. But guess what? When you masturbate, you lose energy. So preserve your energy, okay? Preserve your energy. Don't just self-amuse all the time. And I've done this, right? I have so much energy inside me. I go straight to the dance floor. You know, I used to do this. Like, you know, just go straight to the dance floor and start dancing and having a really good time. And then by the end of the night, I'm not able to preserve any energy. But at the same time, you don't want to be the type of guy or girl like being a vulture at the end of the night, just looking for people, you know, or just, you know, staying at the corners like with your drink in your hand and just like, you know, being a wallflower either. It's kind of this loving life quality, irradiating positive vibes quality. With this understanding, you have the ability to go out by yourself and not be afraid to talk to others or be social by yourself. Because understand this, okay? You could do high fives, random people, hey, I hope you're having a good night, right? Now with social distancing, I guess you could just air 5 them, whatever. You don't want to appear like a dancing monkey, right? So essentially, create little anchors or cues for yourself where you do little hand gestures or catchphrases or things that you say that get you into state, get you into the flow state, right? So high five could be one of them for you, fist bump. Maybe it's like a little silly dance that you've invented. Basically, you want to come from the mindset of you do whatever you feel like doing, right? No one is in control of you. You are in control of yourself. You remove any external source reliance. Basically, self-amusement by itself isn't attractive, right? It's basically a gateway for you to get away from certain unattractive qualities. What are some unattractive qualities? Neediness, right? Supplicating behavior, iconizing others and putting them up on a pedestal, like being boring or being bored and staying in the boredom. Basically, it's about knowing how to press your own buttons, right? So you want to press your own buttons until it causes a little bit of a ripple effect. So it's like that divine spark, as you'd say in Gnosis or esoteric wisdom, right? You want to find that divine spark within you whenever you interact with others. And talk about themes that really you resonate with, okay? Let's say that you love, Vikings, the show, and you love researching Vikings. Let's say that really puts you into the zone. Bring up Vikings. Hey, you guys watch the show Vikings? It's so awesome, man. It's just fantastic. Ragnarok. You know what? You kind of look like him. You kind of look like him. This is the vibe. This is the mindset. It's good to have some acting skills, okay, when you're going into this, which is why I highly recommend you check out my book, TPM, Theatrical Plasticity Method. It will give you all the tools, all the skill sets in terms of really creating your own character and using acting techniques to deal with different, social anxiety and things like that. I think it's very empowering and very powerful to be able to step into this skill set. So the master realizes that it's the journey that brings them the expertise. Oh, understand that flow state is earned. Okay, so as Russell Brunson says, have you learned it or have you earned it? Okay, if you've learned it, if it's just intellectual, you have some joke in your mind and you throw it out, people aren't going to resonate with that, okay? But if you're feeling good from within and you emanate that, you emanate it, okay? Then what's happening is people are getting those downloads, those hits of information from you, right? It's almost like you're cascading like a waterfall of positive energy around you. And you can actually practice this visualization of when you are interacting with others, imagining like a white ball of light from your heart, like a Care Bear stare, right? Like a Care Bear stare, just going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You're just hitting people with that. So practice this, practice engaging. I tell this with for my clients to go on a gratitude walk, and I want to really inspire you guys to try this out. The next time you go on a gratitude walk and you're feeling the gratitude from within your body, right? The self-amusement from within your body. What I want you to do is just practice engaging with whoever you come across with on your walk. Right? Maybe it's somebody else, just smile at them, say hi to them. Maybe you want to go salute to them. Maybe you just want to have a great day today. So just give them that much. Or just give them a little bit of positivity, a little bit, because you don't know what people are going through. Or you could actually save someone's life like that. You don't know that. We can't tell that. So just you showing up with a positive vibe is going to impact your environment. Just know that. Just understand that, okay? Now, it can't come from a fake place either. So if you're not feeling good within your body and you're like going on the gratitude walk and you're like kind of tired and you're like, you don't want to be like, hi, hey, how's it going? But you can do that. Of course, forcing a smile, as we know in TPM, facial feedback hypothesis, right? It actually makes you happier. However, I wouldn't go there. I would actually speak from my heart out to what I'm actually expressing and feeling. So even do it to like little pets, like a little street dog comes in India. Of course, they had hella street dogs over here. I'm in Kolkata. Basically, you want to bring that vibe, just like keep sending it. Keep sending the waves off into the environment that you are in. And again, it's like finding the balance between being animated and being chill. Okay? Finding the sweet spot or the flow state of animation and laid backness. You want to be alert and at the same time you want to be very low resistance, okay? Low resistance. You want to have less hesitation and a lot of calculation. So the richer your internal experience, the richer your external experience, okay? But the main point of this video is making sure that you're more entertained on the inside than you are on the outside, okay? That's what I want to leave this video with. Again, you can do a lot of silly, goofy dances, but that's not the main point of this video. The main point is to really embody and internalize. Okay? So I hope this video helped you out today. Have an amazing day. May the flow be with you. Hit that subscribe button. May you never be the same again. And stay legendary. Peace. Boom.